and Okabumwa. Say minority no, a vindicated. And this all cook of a good, dear no, ever come home and they say, straightforward no, I hate 44 billion and a minority in the can. But we need a spending gun of physically defending way. I feel Dr. Amin Adam Chokoma, IMF, I feel the some about into a Bank of Ghana official publication on their Facebook and a cover we a defeated by. It's about your trust. Yeah.
Say not. And this why your mom says, "We banana say a car. I'm about to defend this here. Yeah, no more if you say, no credit, and no credit, and no credit. Ain't to be a now for your master to no more common music. Big pushy, big roots as some of the BIA. By I can say, oh, use a single source, almost saying, no credit, no credit, no credit. I feel you enough for your more numbers and answer data on my publishing or website, no more change, just to defend. You know, it's a little bit I can say, and this is what they say. More opposition and a much plan consequence being because you know really mine and two plan from when. But so what Ben Mudia? So we try it will catch up with you. If you say IMF before, yes, a push your mama at your boutique. Last year, Tamani Castle Maboka $214 million. Yes, good board, yes, good to me. I'm buy the deny yes and no crab BBC and I say. Any of the evidence nearby, and I'm a force of a kind. It's a say and a tear my book. I feel by no matter to a boca near Boca Grana, a car and no my way normal. And this is for the let there be a muchantro. There be a muchantro. Now you see, I dare say, everybody say, how good you are, Omotoni. And you go down MPP for a pegu. And I make I say in 2022, 2023, and 2024. Ghana for a nyabotre antino no be ama NPP for because COVID a baby asino there one in a century in the BC so we should ewiase abakose mu a you will go all the way back to about 1935 and that's a similar thing
in this year okay
ABC that and the idea na ehu say ewiase e ma ewiase sikasem be bia economy no eco-form we yank a revival kakra pe and a Russian Ukraine war in so a buy. It's a buy that maybe I say anything. It's not say MPP are buying and yet taking decisions via a ding, but never here for the survival of the country. And a DDP a buy, a Masaka almost 60 billion a buy for Bank of Ghana. And she say, MPP are buying at the two. Emma in 2024, the IMF and the World Bank a predator says Ghana economy by the end of 2025 inflation a very single digit because of a shaya
people are buying the go
in the end this inflation on by one will be any a normal NPP near go how more number to us now the secret was and I say are there arm warm and they say na NCCA na MPP dia to one na a gradual process. Mubekaya in November 2024, the then Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Addison Ebeka said, yes, Sidino Akofom, dollar de was so. Omuse said Ochina and I said Adichie Okase or my dollar Akofom obeting. Then so yes, I did not Ochina so. But end this voice in Genesis said the Omuye or Chinanso, it was used and so. She said, we share a Maya Uyase. Or my piano a pile up and I said the gold reserve or the big come. Or my beer Uyase piano at the big because of the insecurity and the instability in the world. The gold there said, "Awa, a bit stable." Other commodities. A friend say, "Oh, my dear, increasing." Then so Ghana there last year, dear, this is a president or by another 18. All the losses now no making. Sen command Tonga, send the can go do 44. Then so Muton. No mean so we reduce the gap of the losses no into one of the and it's what will be any penny being crown or more epe. Then among Jane Cocaine say I don't know more yellow. The two are so at to say. Because my friend from says NPP 2022 60 billion. Now by 2 years 2024
no etimi dey about 9 billion. Now buy in just a single year. Buy reverse back to 44 billion.
Exactly.
Now they are here this year
because we say how we can say over the inflation the inflation was about 50 something in 2022.
54, I think it was 54.
Yes, yeah. In 2022. Yeah, be free abemuno was I think about 22 or 23.
Not even 15 years.
Oh, no, about 20.
No, about 20 something.
It was about 20 something.
Okay.
That's what more than 30%.
Okay.
But Osha a car, your boy to bring it to 30%, 20% now.
It's a reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable. Now, what about 44 billion? Be free. What is so about 15 and about 16, 17.
MPP take kind of no certain inflation. So
yes, it's a how manage the economy, right? And I would
become more the inflation. So
yes,
I am reflecting so comfortable.
A candidate. So what inflation is what? I know maybe as a Bank of Ghana, my kakakraba, and especially from where we were coming, more thing. So we need the Bank of Ghana to sometimes intervene, kakra. But the level of intervention and the determine a cow bubble. And the intervention is so one way, we too much and so and also so they make a good or asset or what time to bring inflation down. But you know, be my same here, and then I'll be with you.
And how could your point come up? Say, is the affidavit on beton?
Sanity. Is a good crack on beton. On beton. Now, the SI will cry and say, good no moton. Omuton is a good as Akosru. And Omuton the last quarter of 2025. Omuton and Mudebetu Jano. Omoka says, oh, they are diversifying the portfolio in terms of the reserves. 3 months I'm back. And Musabeka says, oh, she said, yes, able to good more. How much in the policy? No? So, who will be a Bank of Ghana? Now, the policy near this short term, meaning your problem.
A problem.
Because central banks should have a long term policy to stabilize the economy. Now, so policy change every 3 months. I mean, your problem. But no, when you say, a cano boy, you know, there's some offset is a cano, heavy, never form.
Because most of the say, hey, you did a bit to pass, say, the 40 billion. A Canada to Ghana 44, the Ghana sanity. To be infantile.
Now, the SI is a good no muton. Time of mutons are good. Omoton less the amount of the price of good on the market, which is not understandable. But to me, the only reason which means no more pray on no more pray on how to good. So yes, I reason need there. And the gold, they say you will be a disca. Because you're to gold more than 4,000. Now, I could turn about 3,500. That's a shumui. In South Media, minority, Mr. Mama, I'm on the call, but speaker. But me, man, in the yes, nothing pushy. If I ever so pushy, I have found a bit media cobium. You say, because there's a parliament in a investigation. But I say, me, man, in that, and I buy back us or better a special committee to investigate it. But both parliament and the government, they are not willing. Oh, but we can say, but I say, me, man, in that, and for me, man, in that. Okay, so the future MPP will have to invest. Oh, definitely. And they are making a promise at the phone. The future MPP government is going to invest this sale. I know, dear. I know, dear. That will be a SM Rano. So imagine a situation now. Nanka Bawumiani MPP are buying a gold exchange gold purchasing program. Bia Nanka, you will find yourself baby a dream. Anka now Anka economy the bear saying. Some America say Anka the kind. Apart from gold no gold purchasing program I buy no more twice. And you can first hard join and buy and pay problem. Into one, I journey at the buy, you know. I won't bet to us, you know. Any gold now to go on the fire, and they see Ghana, Seminole Cassay. And some of them, no can was a million no air Dr. Bomia. The ideas of the buy, not dream on the buy. It's a young Dr. Bomia at that time. You think a Ghana can say, you think a Ghana, I'm saying, I should form. Into Dr. Bomia, dear Ghana for Miss Remo. 2028 a quiet the first way Dr. Bomia Robert Nata Kunya Zubiano, Ume Faso. Now you will be a mine ehiano, or you will be a bit Mama Ghana Yako Kai, because the ideas are yɛntumi ama na ama yɛ no saa ideas no mo hwɛ de sɛ de ɛboa Ghana na media Dawuro unim say there's one thing implementing obi idea and there's another thing the same person implementing on one idea because one thing so we mean say be away but there's another thing so obi tia say it's implement obi idea sometimes on tia say there be se ka Dr. Baumia na ke wo ho a kasaka we kema da because adena odiba no otiase no nim how ayeya emma or how
emma because I will share baby MPP free baby a can free 60 na 2023 2024 na bidu 9 no clearly no chere say MPP tina ho anka profit beba sanity clearly because all indications say and ka dollar no be ko so aba from and inflation and all indications in 2024 because even under them no we are told say about $10 billion be from gold sales the economy even and a dollar no pu egusu 11-12 CDC so eno
and only one of the car Bank of Ghana so abon we only say gold na gold board eton yes I say you to free big mines no
okay
then the small scale mines na to free more into them ma eka woman nation omo ba ye omo to gold bia na 15% e ho ka
okay
and you say omo ba ho ka almost 9.something billion Ghana cedis gold na yeto ye because of operational cost I wo any ade kaye de wo anka de ke be less ade ba ko so mo ba ye mo twam pepere ho mo twam ene se na nhihye bi wo ho e say commercial banks no omusika omode ye adwuma no na so omode ebobosia
okay
na se wan fa bobosia na Bank of Ghana ho kwan so omopo ne app no mo ye adwuma without any interest and on mobile initially 10% and the Bank of Ghana budget the ayejuma 90% in the commercial banks no the ayejuma on mobile no betwem into betwem no sika e wo bank commercial banks no the Bank of Ghana koja is otua ho interest interest into so ka ho ne ma e ka no
akodusa okay
na sa adewe ube kaya beginning of the year no commercial banks will be by so many profit. Commercial bank there, to the private sector. Now they are only home for so the bear productivity. But last year, the majority of the loans and answer the lendings are commercial bank here. BOG bills on the Kotoya.
Okay.
Or man found maximum phone.
Okay.
And the BOG HR interest in the amount.
Okay.
And to be over 14 billion accumulated for all the commercial banks of Masomia. All of it, a Bank of Ghana interest.
So it can be said intentionally. Then the bank made the misika emma private individual no. So koye juma ya neji bedding. Instead of made the man no, meji ana me the ama ban.
Sir, and I say because of my sir, now say my productivity and also minimum. It's by force here for so for sick and bubbles here.
And you are now so the brab by a bed year mouse. What? Yes, sanity. And you know, there are no better force to banks and nobody's coming and crank sanity. Then this by Apple say almost so much all the mammy and months. Now there's no incentive.
There, SRA had you when you say. Oshe NIB any ADB omuye de so omonya yina sika na omde adwuma no aban say that's how mo sika I say yes omo sika so mo fanya adwuma
banks aban won say wo
yes aban won say wo no e ma omo sika so mo fanya adwuma no ana mo say sika no ba aban bosia and I'm saying when
look with your tablet in-house dealing no say abai ma sika fa me je sika ko ya adwuma we am say surface can bomb besi na me interest hu ma
yes so Minister of Finance recapitalizing omo no and I'm looking about BOG besia BOG trade interest
no ba bon lazy approach thing I see. Anything in Ghana security system no.
It's security system. So it's security bro. Because now here, interest rate are conform. But bank no person dey be ma because of the mawa and no adwumaden.
Yeah.
Ba ko ma BOG no nya free money.
BOG there. Obetua. Now private person no kwa.
Sir.
Or frustrate you.
Even say interest rates above from no. Say Bosiana mo the individuals are private entities no enkoso. And they say no eni penyeska e no makoto eburu. Eni penyeska e no makoto cashew. Eni penyeska no mo dey talk commodity. They say commodity prices no so abafom. I'm a careful issue. It's government and reduce the purchasing power of Ghanaians. Yes. That is the you see. America say intervention, but you need to know the level.
Exactly, it's mean equilibrium. Exactly. Na ekoka krana we are kakrana.
$1 here, or more pushy amenako form. Who's a Bank of Ghana losses? Some of it is also re-evaluation losses. Okay. Because Bank of Ghana all reserves now. In dollars. Well, so we evaluate here. Bank of Ghana, say Ghana, you see this. Into your account, and you see this money here. It's a way your account now. Over a friend say, recalculating with dollars, no other citizen. Now they are completing your annual friend say auditing report. We're pushing dollar market from a friend say artificial in Intino. Remember, Ghana, your dollar, your order honor.
This will never be okay. Okay, my home baby. I know they affect cocoa for no. Sanka Koton cocoa na siki benyano yes sa. It's the cost to be to me educate for now. You push the dollar down. It's a Kanyanka auto cocoa bag back home. Now man send you soup all the bag and Albania 100 cities and all the bar obviously 70 80 Okay. It is not per se say you see can for. You see, yana mene or businessmen and I say a more digger before, especially more import export. Me import and export. Me factory a farm moment. The before here a stability. Say you can say one CD a 50 $1 a 50 cedis, but a big for the coming 5 years, sir. Get the DBN because you have stability. So you can say
$1 50 cedis.
Okay.
Minimum for the coming 5 to 10 years. So may catch them say
so more business people more concerned about
it's not about the
rate. Now more concerned about the
volatility.
That
is the problem.
But who as a business person and as a former government appointee, I can say the cost is to stabilize the economy, and I mean economy now stabilize here in Ghana for because there's cost to everything. I'll be saying,
you see, yes, the cost was to stabilize the economy. There's no two ways about that.
Okay.
Anything like gold, I have to stabilize the economy. But a stabilized economy must be in the pockets of the people and not on paper. The end is why a stabilization on paper. Not on the ground, not in the market, not at the port, not on the farm, not in the trottoir and I say VIP offer from Kumasi to Accra. That is the problem. And because I'm not pushing artificially too much in it, it is not having the time to reflect on the ground. All of a sudden, cocoa price back of it's not a car and a bank say mobosi are making. In terms say who will broker guha. Ni pe ni sika no da beto Bruno. Edu beti na Ghana focus say adi na the board nkwa ni enye sika to bi.
Yes. Mate.
Say ayefo no enye sika.
Na no kwani ba concept na Akufo Addo breso no. Oton agro bag do a otimi to tractor. Sir. And then this oton agro bag means sansan otimi to fertilizer bag back.
Thank you. That is the problem. So the problem, you see, the issue of managing an economy or managing the country is not on paper alone. Yes, the indices
and yes, the figures look
good here. And a unique country or more, or say China. China CD is stronger than
currency. Yes,
CD is stronger than Chinese currency. But as if you say, your
economy is better.
Baby, not China. I person almost forced no music at the conform. They pushed to keep their currency low. So $1 no, because no export driven. It was for us or the bar no be obi so America no beton normal na normal na yefo amade America no. So there are strategy to everything that you are doing. So the dollar rate it is not the silver bullet in managing the economy. It's one of the things that you have to do. But because propaganda and this is for you.
I think Bawumia was their target. So, dollar number from Nankrofon can say Bawumia couldn't manage the dollar. But they didn't realize a war, a consequential effect, by economy, any Ghana phone. No, Okufa baby obiesu. Pure water, simple a Ukraine say, and a dollar of them, inflation of them, but pure water, such a bacon, and moving from 50 pesos to 70, 80 pesos. So you are forced to buy one sachet water for 1 Ghana cedi. And I say 22 cedis. And I mean but you don't need it. So back 1 cedi. Bag and then move from 8 cedis to 12 or 13 cedis, depending on baby out here. So by then what me convince me say economy na yi. That's the issue. You see, yes, inflation above from, but the inflation, the normal and the prices above from are not essential commodities. And yet, every day I here. And normal here, and you push $1 no, and you yako for you Mexican in system, and no marco from. But yes, they may know every day here, and you can pure water. Now, many the Sassam wing, inflation, and the economy. The ya say a normal government name a control to about 25 to 40%. Okay. If you are a government, you see who push inflation down. Not a normal wow control no. And about 10 times, between 5 to 10 times more than inflation or report. Buy electricity. So, this is government services. Last year, almost between 30 to 40%. Fees and charges.
Airport parking crowd who could you be keke?
Yeah, no, so.
I don't know 10 cities, say 20 cities. Who could you be keke or circle? So why is busy? Why is busy? It's a be packet. I will do a name for salary or salary.
Jump on so $100 be ashimu.
It's a auto ticket, a flight ticket is where they are ashimu. These are things you the government
yes say obenya diesel obenya a kania so atua 1 cedi on every liter when you to you so kania e man when you be aso.
Instead of concentrating on productivity say no you the artificially push the inflation down ni affect ni atoto taxes ni hat na mufo.
I see. Absenti many engineer Kwame Prempe Eddie and Komono Ebewie na mejiri se ne wate and komoni biasi because especially say who you be a businessman now ho ye de amount so benya besia and one who the reason why here ho ye de amount because bank no wo risk ne so nti bank na for so the bisikane ma wa M1 or the ma ban there the time in the so aban betri and we declare profit no they abon home running. I think it's a very unfortunate situation. A bit me as well. So you better what's me trap to up say you de call nefi you fan community.
Me that's it. They come amenda was movement there. Yeah,
sure.
No matter what we are from time to time I'll make time. Even in the events when I become the national organizer, movement. Any MPP related stations need there. No making time now from time to time. You better not send the commo. That pension your party money or my because of who here. Yeah, I did. I say I did because of my men there for the actual force said the piano. Almost all the tea no mutie. Namode and some panel brew. The Mibetra tour. May catch the MPP delegates and I say MPP executives from polling station Aiba. They say I started air to Abama, you are vetting about no because we have electoral area, Yapa constituency, Yaba region, Asana, and 2 year dear. Miss Remo. We no my day, I'm a partner, Aquanimu. we enye a timer ye be settle scores enye afei na no bitia o na so ntene so me kire no mesre mo ye pese ye win 2028 na ye ba na ye be boa Ghana for na ye te o mo breso ye pese ye 2028 na sebi adwumaden a you as party executive why no ho ba mfa so ma se betumi ayesa na ehia nkabo mu temia no adofo me maame mo me papa mo me wo fa ase mo uma yenka ye humbom na mafia sem no uma yente so me make sure say enoma no ebe continue na me ka she mun na mo ni mo nyam say largely so far enoma ko yi to me fa sa de na enko nanim beebi a wantwi bi mu nya abotre na yen solve na yenko yen na party no yen fa yeto mampemfra yeko 2028 na ka she mo bo se moto aba mame September ya ebe ya we make sure say 2028 as national organizer with the party no eba power na Dr. Bolomia abe president in 2029 madam say nyame nshira mu nyina
nyame nshira won so yeda asepa ebusuanti engineer Kwame Prempe na Martin Kano, a former PPA boss or a procurement expert or sanitary engineer, and then aspired to be the national organizer for the party na otimi abehwe party no eyinti ye de besi hase medin de Kwaku Dawuro Kwame Jesini me producer Ra Chris Jokwe midana se Eric ne Gideon ne Adongo no nyina so me masi nyakopon ama ye ne mo behia ochena ye na masi akra mo nyina.